Hey friends, Kevin here, and guess what? A couple of states have now decided it's a good idea to charge more for their campgrounds to out-of-state residents. Kind of like all of these states do with their fishing licenses. So let's talk about it, talk about which ones are doing it, and what it's going to mean for you and me. Now, this just came out in the last week or so, and I'll post to this article, but the state of Oregon has decided that they're just going to slam an extra 30% camping fee on out-of-state residents. Now, of course, their excuse for doing that is what's going on in the world right now, and they don't want, people traveling as much. But they don't mind them traveling as much as long as they're willing to pay extra money. So obviously this isn't in the interest of public safety. What Oregon is doing with their camping fees is in the interest of money. If one of you lives in a state that's already doing this, please put that down in the comment below, because I can't find this information anywhere else. But I'll tell you this. I'd only run into one state before this in my travels that had signs up that charged extra fees to out-of-state campers in their state parks. And that was my great state of Virginia. I thought it was a crock then, and I still do. And as an out-of-state, if I was an out-of-state person coming into a state park in Virginia, I would be annoyed when I looked up and saw that it was $40 to camp here if you're a Virginia resident, but it's $45 if you're out of state. You don't get anything extra for that. You're not told about this before you get there. They're just going to tack this bogus fee on because they can. And I was kind of surprised that other states didn't follow this when Virginia started this silliness a few years back. But knock on wood, they didn't, because the economy was good at the time. And it was good right up until about February of this year. What's happening now? States are desperate for money. They are desperate for tax revenue. And they are going to come up with all kinds of creative ways to get more money into the state coffers. So now that Oregon has done this, and it's made the news, I can only imagine that there's people at the top of other states that are sitting there drooling over this. And Oregon went as far as doing this at 30%. 30% higher if you're out of state. So whatever that equates to, if you're a $30 campsite, now it's going to be $39 or $40. State parks are already high enough without going any higher, and quite honestly, when I travel, state parks are about my last choice. I much prefer to find a national forest or something else, not just to save money, but because I enjoy it more. The exception to that to me has been Texas. I think Texas has a great state park system, but some of these states, man, they just don't get it. They don't understand what people want. They just have this overly arrogant attitude on their state park system. And I guess that works for them because, it's pretty much new people out there. It's people that, they're taking their kids out for a weekend. They just don't do this very much, and they'll pay whatever they have to pay in order to do it. And it's cheaper to take their kids out there for a couple of days than it is to, take them to an amusement park or something 3 states away. And if they enjoy it, that's really all that matters. But I just have a really bad feeling over this, that Oregon has been able to pull this off. And their excuse is, we're doing it just for this year, or the rest of this year, because of what's going on with the health and things like that. And then, if we put this in place full time, of course, that decision will have to be made at a state level. Once again, the states are broke and hurting for money. Do not think that people at the state level are going to go, hey, extra income, we don't really need this. I really see the potential for a domino effect to happen in all the different state park systems across this country, and then to start whacking these extra out-of-state fees on. And come to think of it, I'm even kind of amazed it hasn't really happened and caught on before this, especially after Virginia got away with it the last few years, because this already happens with fishing licenses. As you know, anywhere you go, you're an out-of-state non-resident, you get to pay more, probably twice as much, in order to get a fishing license for the privilege of fishing there for a few days. I don't mind paying for things. I don't mind paying for things and being treated fairly. What I don't like are money grabs. What I don't like is going somewhere and then finding out you're going to try to tag me for more money. That annoys me. But hey, this isn't all about me. It's about you too. So let me know what your thoughts and your feelings are down in the comment section. Is this a good thing? Is this a bad thing? Is it okay that the states want to nail more money from the out-of-state tourist, since tourism is so important to everyone in all of these areas? Do you think that it will come to pass to where basically everything in this country is run that way in almost every state? Will it get better or will it get worse? Have you experienced this on the road? Have you been to as an out-of-stater, been to the great state of Virginia and gotten to pay more? Let's get a discussion going down in the comment section. We'll get back to some other van life, RV life stuff. We'll talk soon.